Do you have an idea for a show, series, or movie? If you have a story, we want to help you tell it. If you have a voice, we want to make you heard. It's your content and our crew. Wondering what it would look like for you to have an online channel? It could look a little bit like this. Your show featured on the network homepage, free content and teasers for everyone to enjoy, and exclusive content available to subscribers who are paying you for your content and logging in to watch. A viewing community engaging with your content through a chat room on your channel page. Entertainment and entertainers in every genre just found a new home. D3T TV. Is it what's next for you?
What's up, y'all? It's your man, Sportsologist. They got the old man out of retirement, about to shoot some hoops. I think they call it 31.
I've been telling them for a minute, I'm a dog on the court. I'm only doing so much talking.
We got game. You heard us talk about sports, but who know how to play it? We about to check it out with Sportsologist, Cinco, Mr. Tell the Truth, and me, Al the Boss. Let's get it.
Check it out, D3T TV. Come watch this whoop.
Where we lock and load, Allen Pounds. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Allen Powell Show coming to you live Thursday night, 6 p.m. is the start time for the Thursday show. So thank you all for tuning in exclusively on YouTube. So if you're looking for us anywhere else, you're not going to find us. YouTube is where we at. I got a special guest in with me today, one of the originators of this show. I got Clinton Chapman in the building to my left. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
Thank you for coming on this YouTube show with us tonight.
Oh, no problem, man. Feels good to be back, man.
You're back in the building with us, man. It's just like old times, like riding a bike.
Yes, sir.
And having missed a beat. We got another open seat. If you're looking for, Cinco's supposed to be here. He'll be coming in shortly. And when that happens, we're going to take a 2-minute break and just a roast session for a minute, because that's what happens when you come late. You get roasted. So are you ready for that? All right. So we're going to have a roast session. If you want to roast Cinco, just comment your roast, and we'll read it. We'll read them on, and you'll be able to hear your roast. So
tell him to bring donuts since he late.
Yeah, if he do that, he might miss the whole show. So we just gonna let him come in when he come in. But once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Clinton in the building with us. Y'all get used to this, brother. So with all that being said, we're gonna lock and load, get right into these topics. Last time I was with y'all on Tuesday, last time I was with y'all on Thursday, we was talking about Antonio Brown. And if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I made the post, The Saga Continues, because when I got off the air Tuesday, the next day or maybe right after that, news came out that he is accused of rape by his former trainer. So now, after all of the shenanigans that's happened, now this. What's your initial thoughts, Mr. Chapman?
My initial thoughts is, did New England know about this before they signed him?
What do you think? Do you think they knew?
That's hard.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna say no. I don't think they knew. I don't think they knew about this.
Okay.
Drew Rosenhaus, he's a very controversial agent.
Uh-huh.
He has a lot of diva clients.
Right.
Going back to Terrell Owens.
Right.
So I mean, he's gonna pull some deals.
Right.
I mean, going back to, do I think that New England, did they want Antonio Brown even when he was with the Raiders?
Right.
Yes, but Drew Rosenhaus was gonna make a move for Antonio Brown, and he was also gonna get the deal done with New England at the same time. So I think they pretty much omitted that situation.
Right.
You know, so there's some shadiness to that.
So okay, so you don't think they knew, but I got a question because even with the news coming out, they still let him come to practice, and it's been discussion: should he be put on the exempt list? What should happen to him? Should he even be allowed to practice while this is going on?
Well, if they put him on the exempt list, then you're gonna have a huge issue with the NFLPA because you have to let this play out.
They've done it before though. They've done it before with different players. They have put them, this is the problem that I have with the process though.
Well, this is one of the reasons here. They did it before because there were criminal charges. This is just a civil.
Right.
This
True.
is a civil case. So,
True.
I mean, this is pretty much like, hey, you did this to me. I want some money.
What do you think the reaction is going to be if they allow him to play this week?
It's going to be a circus.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, but you can go back to the LaShawn McCoy situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he wasn't on the commissioner exempt list. You know, that was a civil case as well.
Right.
You know, so you have to look at it from that. But if they have to let him practice.
Right.
Eventually, he's going to play. He's going to have to be ready to answer some questions because Drew Rosenhaus can't keep speaking for him.
Okay, and two different things I want to touch on.
Okay.
Since you brought up he's going to have to be ready to answer some questions. How do you think Bill Belichick is going to answer these questions? Because you know he always giving the cliche, don't want to say nothing.
We're moving on. We're moving on to the next game.
Yes.
That's it. We're moving on.
Yes, that's Bill Belichick. But he can't do that. He can't do that with this situation. He can't act like it's not there.
He can do it. You want to know why?
How he gonna do it?
He's Bill Belichick.
You're right. Well, I guess he can say
he's been doing it.
You're right.
Since 2000, since he's been with the Patriots. Bill Belichick is the smartest coach in the NFL. He knows how to get past these questions.
Let me bring it to my producer since he's a New England fan. How is your coach going to answer this? How's he going to get with this? You see how he do interviews. What is he? He's a robot. So how he going to get out of this? Or he just going to say, I'm not answering those questions? What?
You know how to play the game, so it's politics. He knows when to and when not to say. You got another game to play.
He's not going to give you too much. He's not.
But a lot of times he can avoid it because, okay, it's not in the building. I'm not going to talk about players that's not here, or they already made a statement. But this is right in your face. Like, you cannot avoid this. This player is on your team as we speak, and he's accused of rape. You got to have something to say. You can't just act like it's not there. But, I mean, I know he does. One more thing I want to touch on.
Mm-hmm.
So Robert Kraft, as you know, had a situation at a massage parlor.
Oh man!
And so,
yeah.
What if he did know and was like, "Hey man, I know, you know how these things go. I have my own situation.
Yeah,
I got your back, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole conspiracy thing,
right?
You know, with that. I mean, which is funny that whole situation been quiet,
yeah,
for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Robert Kraft, so I mean, when it comes to New England, they
shady. It's always some shady stuff going on.
They always get the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
I mean, even in the games with the replays, when it comes to replays, they always get
facts.
The call.
Facts.
I mean, so and we know that Robert Kraft is very good friends with Roger Goodell.
Yeah. With
the whole Spygate situation, Roger Goodell had to do something, but it was a slap on the wrist with just a $500,000 fine.
So you think because his friendship with Roger Goodell, this is going to play out well for New England in the end?
Of course it is, because New England is always must-see TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean it just works well for New England all the time. Antonio Brown's going to play the full season.
Let me say this about Antonio Brown. It was all fun and games when he was doing all these shenanigans in Oakland. It was all cool.
Yeah.
But now it done got real. Like, you're gonna get some real negative backlash now. Now, like, I feel like at first he was doing all the shenanigans and it was like, can't nobody touch me. I worked my way out of Oakland. You know, he was making YouTube videos, free like a bird, all this other stuff, running around, acting a fool, and it was kind of funny. This ain't funny. It's possible.
It's possible.
But this is what I'm saying. It's very possible that he's innocent. But the fact that you got these allegations, like, this is my thing. When you act a fool and you do all the stuff that he did, I feel like you kind of brought this on yourself, even if he is innocent.
Oh yeah.
Like, when you sow that type of energy out there, act a fool and do the stuff he did in Oakland, everybody's not gonna like you. He was. It just went away. It went away. But D Rose wasn't acting a fool like Antonio Brown was.
And D Rose cooperated in that whole entire situation.
Right.
You know, and at the time, D Rose had time to finish that situation because he still wasn't playing. He still had the knee issues.
Hey man, can the people hear you back there? So we definitely need to get you a mic again. Hey, our producer's back there talking. He's a New England fan, and you know, he's doing a lot of talking. I've been working for a long time to try to get our producers a mic. I'm still working on it.
I think the biggest thing though out of this whole Antonio Brown rape situation is the text messages that the lady said that she has.
Ooh.
Because there's
good point.
There's text messages that she supposedly have that says that he's admitting, like, I can't believe what I did. I feel like I raped you, and
wow.
You know, I wish I could take that back. So I think she's waiting to play her hand to bring up those text messages to get what she want, and it could possibly end up being a criminal lawsuit. So if it goes up to the criminal lawsuit, then yes, he's going to be put on the commissioner exempt list.
Right.
They're going to be like, you're going to have to sit out. I mean, even though he's still going to be getting paid,
right,
he just can't be associated with the team. So
I'm gonna read a comment. Easy Money Jones, it's a civil matter. It hasn't gone to trial. Of course, New England knew about this before they signed him. Easy Money Jones, civil suits do not weigh innocence or guilt. But the great point that you just made is the text messages.
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of stuff can get swept under the rug, but once you have some type of documentation or video, that's when stuff gets real murky.
Yeah.
Like, Ray Rice was only suspended for 2 games till the video came out.
Right.
You know?
Once that video came out,
they had,
like, you know what?
Yeah, PR.
Yeah.
PR.
Right.
If these text messages get out, and the details gets out, oh, it's gonna be a firestorm.
Because as of right now, we just have word of mouth of the details of what he did, from her lawyer. But I want to see the text messages.
Now, because we have a young one in, I'm not gonna get all the way into the details.
Right. No.
But I want to say this: the text messages is what can turn this whole situation around. Also, the girl that's in question, the woman that's in question, she's about to get married.
Right.
I find that very weird that you would come out with this right when you about to get married.
That is fishy. That is fishy because she engaged, getting ready to be married, and I think the initial price that she's talking about, she want like
$75,000.
Is it
75K? Yeah, 75,000. And they said, based on reports, 75,000 is because she's out of state, and to file this claim is gonna cost that amount of money.
No, that's the minimum.
Right.
Yeah, that's the minimum of how much she can file for the civil suit.
Okay.
It's the 75,000, but I think she wants about 50 million.
Yeah, I did hear it was some millions that she wanted, but the initial 75K is the minimum.
The minimum.
But I'm like this: if I'm about to get married, why would you even? If I'm the husband, I'm like,
because it happened in 2017. It was two instances in 2017 and once in 2018.
Then you got to think, okay, did Pittsburgh or Oakland have something to do with this? Like, what if Oakland was spiteful? Was like they knew this, so it was like, go ahead and bring it out now. Or
I don't think Oakland knew. I think.
Don't you think they happy though that they washed their hands?
Of course they're happy. Pittsburgh was just tired of Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
they was tired of Antonio Brown. Oakland, I don't think they knew. I know Drew Rosenhaus knew.
Yeah.
Drew Rosenhaus knew about this the whole time. That's his agent. Because soon as something like that,
Right.
hey, Drew,
Right.
hey, man, I think I done messed up. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? So,
right.
like, okay, we're going to work this out. And
Let me ask you, as a married man now, if you the husband that's about to get married to her and she spring this on you, how you dealing with this? Right before you about to get married, what would be your reaction? Like, how would you deal with that? Because I think I'm like
I
this.
would be upset, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the best thing he can do, man, is just be quiet, because like he's gonna look worse.
But I'm like this. If I'm him, I'm like, I don't know if they did premarital counseling or not, but we gotta have another session.
Yeah,
we gotta go back. We gotta go back to the drawing board. Yeah, we gotta go back to the drawing board.
Be like, what you worried about this dude for?
Yeah.
Like this was 2 years ago. Like,
Not his name about to be all in the
Yeah.
news or whatever. Like, you
Yeah.
bringing all this attention. Like, marriage is hard enough.
Yeah.
Now you want to bring something into it like this?
Yeah, you going in with
Like, it can be jokes all
big
on
issues.
him.
Yeah, he better not. I mean, better
Oh.
not get his name or his face, because he gonna go viral.
Yeah. Are you married to the girl that that AB was messing with?
Yeah.
Like, and it's probably gonna get more vulgar than that. I'm keeping it
Oh,
PG
yeah, man.
right now, but you know how guys saw roast sessions.
man,
Like,
he's gonna be ain't gonna be no filter on him getting roasted. Like, he gonna get everything. He gonna straight get fried.
yeah. I don't know if this was the right time. I mean, I don't know if it is the right time, but I'm like, I see my producer wandering off in the
You know,
in the atmosphere.
she shouldn't have put out the details of her being engaged and getting ready to be married.
I agree.
She should have just kept that to herself. If this is something that happened, you should have been like, hey, this is what he had did. She said too much, because now they're gonna be like, oh, you just trying to get some money to pay for your marriage now.
Yeah.
You know,
It looks like that.
That's why they saying, oh, it's a money grab. She just wants some money.
And then they said, like, even after certain incidents, she went back and kept dealing with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it happened, like, if after it happened one time, like, why would you continue to? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I seen your eyes wandering. You have any thoughts, producer? You want to?
Mm-hmm.
If you just Clint, this is our producer. She's always gonna drop like bombs on you,
Yeah.
deep stuff, or
Jewel.
yeah,
Yeah.
like drop the mic stuff. Even though she ain't got no mic, she'd like make a statement, drop the mic, then
Yeah.
you gotta ponder on it. Like, how do you follow that? All types of stuff. But once again, that was another producer talking. We're gonna get them a mic one day, y'all. We are working on it. Can you put that in the comments? Cause I don't want to mess up the statement you just said. So she's gonna put it in the comments. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But this is just a messed up situation, and I just think it's like kind of karma coming back on him for all the stuff he pulled in Oakland, because it was definitely shenanigans.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you go back to that whole situation, man, remember when he was still in Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
like, he was saying, oh, I don't need to work. I got money. I'm an entrepreneur.
yeah, he
You know,
did
and all
say that.
He had the blonde beard. You know,
Right.
They were like, man, what's wrong with this dude?
He
You
was
know,
just acting like he was above the world, like
Yeah.
can't nobody touch him.
the way he did Juju Smith-Schuster,
Bogus.
you know, the way he did Mike Tomlin,
Yeah,
you know, so Pittsburgh gave him what they want. And the only reason I feel bad for Oakland is because
Mhm.
they gave up 2 first-round picks for this guy.
no, they ain't give up first round
They
picks
gave up 2 first-round picks
to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
I thought it was like a third and a fifth.
2 first.
Can you look that up for me? Somebody.
2 first-round picks.
Yeah. Man, I just lost my
And-
train of thought too.
And now you have to look at Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy that, you know, he studies, you know, he looks at his own history.
Right.
He, 7, 8 straight years, 100 receptions, 1,000 yards. You look at Oakland and Derek Carr,
Mm-hmm.
he's in training camp like, I don't know. This guy's not going to give me my numbers. Because remember, the initial trade was to Buffalo.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so he got the trade to Oakland.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not going to work here. So they gave me my money, but I need to get out of here. But remember, the Patriots was the first team to reach out to Pittsburgh. They said no.
Right. They was gonna give him a first. They was gonna give him a first round
Yeah,
draft
they
pick
were
for
like,
him.
We're not trading you. We're
Right.
not trading you to
Right.
the Patriots.
Right.
So they go to Oakland. He said, nah, I got to get out of here. Hey,
Right.
Drew,
Get me out. Yeah.
Get me out of here. Get me to them Patriots.
Right.
You know, so
I'm gonna read some more comments. Easy Money Jones, why didn't he have her sign an NDA? No, non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
People, I think people in the act, people don't always think to do that. Except, maybe you should have watched the Dave Chappelle episode. You know, I mean, if he didn't watch Dave Chappelle, he would have thought about it. I don't think people think about that.
I mean, but that was his trainer, though. It could have been like they went to school together. That's his personal trainer. You know, like in the heat of the moment, like you said, they probably didn't even think anything like that.
You know, one part that got me mad about this story, if you read the article, it says, oh, yeah, they met in Bible study. Like, why would you put that? Like, what do Bible study got to do with anything? Like, what was that about? Y'all trying to throw some dirt on the believers? Like, what's going on, man?
Bible study in college? I mean,
yeah, it's like, oh, they met in Bible study, and like it just led to this. So, like, y'all not studying Bible study. Y'all out doing. I mean, it happens, but I just felt like that was irrelevant information. But it just makes it look even worse.
Yeah. Just too much.
Right. Our producer, this is the comment she said. I didn't want to screw it up. She said, you don't go public with the issue you're trying to fix. So you saying she shouldn't have went public with it. She should have did it privately. If she. So what is her motive then? This producer that's talking right now, she's a female, and she's saying that it can be attention, money, now she said she got encouragement from her church, her faith. She also said that. What are your thoughts about that? Drop another mic. Drop another mic.
You want to sit over here?
I'm trying. Look, we used to have a mic right here, and she'll scoot up and grab the mic for a second, but. Hey, man, we got to get this mic going, man. We got to have the meeting. We're going to get this mic situation going on because she dropping nuggets. Easy Money Jones says, I'm saying, why didn't you have her sign an NDA when they first started working together? Like, that don't usually happen. Like, when you start out with a relationship, like, when I started working with my producers, I didn't sign no non-disclosure agreement that I can't talk about them, like, on the show.
Yeah.
I talk about them all the time.
They wasn't.
See, now we got issues. Now I got to sign a non-disclosure agreement because Antonio Brown don't know what he doing. But I mean, nobody does that. Like when you start a business relationship, you don't automatically think it's gonna go south.
Right. You just want to keep going and hopefully that things work out.
Right.
You know, the way it do. I mean, plus they wasn't exclusive. They weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, nothing like that. She was just a trainer, and sparks happen.
Do you think everything was consensual, or some of the stuff happened?
I don't know.
Because you look at it like, he a football player that got lots of money. Why should he have to do any of this? He probably can go out and get whoever he want.
Right.
That's your thought process.
Right, but we thought that with Darren Sharper too.
Oh yeah, he crazy.
Yeah,
he crazy.
I mean, this is
I think he was crazy. In case y'all don't know, we talking about Darren Sharper is in jail right now, ain't he? For what date raping people?
He raped. They said at least 10 to 12 women.
Crazy, and he's a football player.
He's a football star, yeah.
And
no.
I don't think so. And no homo. I don't think he was like a horrible looking guy. You got to say no homo when you talking about other men. In case you don't know, you got to say that. But that's a code. You know what I'm saying? You got to say that.
Yeah, that's
like,
you know what? That's a code. But
people gonna be like,
I know where you're going with that, but today,
this the YouTube.
Yeah,
we can do this on the YouTube.
Today's generation, you don't know. Like, I can't believe he just said that.
That's code in the hood. Like we love everybody on the Allen Powell show. We just want to put that out there in case anybody got a problem. I always want to, I don't want no problem. Hey, one more thing I want to get to.
Okay.
Do you remember the Ben Roethlisberger situation?
Oh yeah.
And so my question is, if it don't go well for Antonio Brown, do you think something's going to get brought up about, okay, Antonio Brown got accused and then it went this way, but Ben Roethlisberger, he got off.
Got away with it 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times he got away with it.
Yeah.
And that was incredible.
Do you think that's going to be a topic of discussion? Ben Roethlisberger, can you
was Antonio Brown there when he got off?
I believe so. I believe so.
Because I think he got off the second time after their.
Can you
Super
tell the
Bowl.
listeners a backstory of the Ben Roethlisberger story? Because I don't want to mess it up. You probably got more knowledge about it than me. I know he got accused of.
I think he was accused one time in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
The second time, I think he was accused in Vegas. This was after they won the Super Bowl
Right.
in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was pretty much no big fuss. I don't.
Did he even sit out any games or
he didn't-
anything? He didn't sit out no
He
games.
didn't sit out any games.
He didn't go in no exempt list
I don't think there was a personal conduct policy
at the time.
At the time,
Okay.
the personal conduct policy was in 2011 after the lockout.
But you know how this goes.
Mhm.
And you know, on this show we talk about everything. So you know how this goes. If it don't play out well for Antonio Brown, people are going to look at that situation and they're going to bring up the race situation. They're going to bring up the race car. They're going to be like, Ben Roethlisberger, you said twice
Yeah.
and got off no penalty, and Antonio Brown get alleged and boom. But like you say, you probably like you say it's probably going to end up well, but I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, and a lot of people actually forget about that too.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
just because the personal conduct policy wasn't established at that time.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, just look up Ben Roethlisberger in trouble. If you put Ben Roethlisberger in trouble, maybe it'll pop up. You know, just put that in there. You'll be able to find out what exactly we're talking about. Let's get into some football, man. We got week 2 coming up, but I want to go through a few of the games last week, just different storylines, and I want your opinion, man, because a lot of stuff went on, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it on Tuesday. Everybody was hyped up. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. The first time he settled a suit alleging rape in 2008.
Okay.
The second time was March 8th of 2010. He was accused of in Georgia Bureau investigation.
And so that's 2 stories. Ben Roethlisberger got accused, and it kind of like faded away.
Yeah, it just faded away.
Faded away.
Yeah.
So back to football. We're going to talk about some football now. We had some games last week, opening week. I didn't get a chance to discuss all of these games. Only was able to talk about the Monday night games and the Bears game. But I want to talk about Titans-Browns because everybody was hyped up about the Browns. People was putting bets on Super Bowls. OBJ over there, Baker Mayfield, second year. He going to ball out. They defense and Myles Garrett and all this stuff. And the first game, they get walloped 43-13. What was your thoughts on that?
Straight gave up the 40 burger, man.
To the Titans.
First game of the season, the 40 burger. Like
who are the Titans that put up 40 points on anybody?
That's what happens when a team like Cleveland, you know, they get all this pub and they go Hollywood. You got OBJ, you got Jarvis Landry, you know, Baker Mayfield, who hasn't done anything.
Right.
Which is killing me.
But bust open a beer bottle, a beer can at a baseball game.
You know,
and
I mean, I love the confidence that he has, but you got to do it on the
He had a
field.
decent season as a rookie. He had a decent season. Decent? You can give him decent?
He was okay. He won 6 games.
I agree. I mean, but for Cleveland, that's a lot.
I mean,
now for their standards, they made the playoffs according to in Cleveland. They all right. They was cheering all over the place like they did something.
I mean, but like you have to give it time. Like you won 6 games. Okay, let's just build off that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It was the media because it all started when he said, "Oh, I'm the man that's gonna bring Cleveland back." You know, back up to prominence and all that stuff. And then ESPN, they just took off with it.
They definitely took off
with it.
with
They was like, "Oh yeah." Then when they got OBJ, oh yeah, just put these guys in the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, and OBJ, I would say the last couple of years, he's been falling off in New York.
Yeah, he had a lot of stuff going on.
And honestly,
real quick before you stop, I don't mean to cut you off. Easy Money Jones said Ben was suspended for 4 games.
Was he?
That's what he said. I guess maybe he looked up something. We maybe had to double check it. Can I get my producers to see if Ben was suspended 4 games?
I think that's when he was when he had the drunk driving charge though.
Yeah. So it wasn't related to the accusations.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was related.
We're gonna check that
I
out.
remember he got caught drunk driving in
6-game ban. Do it say the reason why? 2010. Okay, we're gonna check it out. Easy Money Jones. We're gonna look it up, but I appreciate you. You know, if you did look it up, appreciate you looking that up.
Yeah,
but go ahead and finish your rant about the Browns.
Overhyped,
Overhyped,
man. Like First of all, man, I'm a big believer in players need to play in the preseason.
Right.
Okay, Baker Mayfield, he was cool with Jarvis Landry last year, but now you got another guy that's going to request the ball that didn't play in the preseason. You got this shiny new toy in the OBJ.
Yeah.
You got to get live game reps. I don't care what you're doing in practice. And I want to get on that too with the Bears and Trubisky.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care what you're doing in practice. You got to have live game reps. So they got blindsided against Tennessee, and Tennessee they had this game circled.
Yeah.
Since training camp.
I know
they knew
all the hype.
That, you know what I'm saying, that Cleveland was going to get all the hype, and
Right.
I love that. I love that they got whooped in their own house.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
Wow.
I'm not saying that they're not going to make the playoffs, because I think the Browns will be decent.
So what you think it was it just the first game? They're going to recover? You think they're going to make the playoffs? Or what you think their record going to be?
I'm going to give them 10. I'm going to give them 10-6.
10-6?
I'm going to give them 10-6, and
would that get them in the playoffs?
it might not, because the AFC is loaded this year.
Yeah.
It's loaded. 10 is 10. You might
10
have to go 11-5 or
to
higher
get in.
just to get in, just to make the wild card.
Right.
Because
Right.
Baltimore is balling.
I'm glad you just said that. That's the second game I want to get to. Ravens put up 59 against the Dolphins, but of course that's the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never knew people to tank in football, but they saying Miami is tanking in football,
They're
bro.
tanking.
Like for Tua.
They're tanking.
For Tua.
And let me tell you something. After that game, it's reported that you had Miami players asking to be traded.
Oh, I heard that too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Asking to be traded if it's that bad. I mean, the coach, Brian Flores.
I feel bad for him, bro.
Yeah.
One of the few black coaches, and this is what he got to deal with.
Well, this is what happened to the coach in Arizona last year.
Yeah,
After
true.
one season,
True.
they're not being put
True.
in good situations.
Good situations, right.
You know, and they're being set up to fail.
Yeah.
Now, just because he's a former defensive coach in New England, they expect him to get at least 8 or 9 wins straight out.
Right.
Doesn't
Right.
work like that. You
And you trading all their best players.
trading all the best players. You have to build a culture.
Right.
Because culture is very important in football.
Right.
I believe that culture is more important than talent.
Do you think the Lamar Jackson, was this just because of the Dolphins, or is this going to be a trend for the rest of the season?
I don't want to.
You come on, man! It's overreaction. Thursday.
In the words of Bill Parcells, let's not put this kid in the Hall of Fame yet.
Okay. Okay.
Like, you honestly, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, "Oh, Lamar Jackson is balling."
Yeah.
Then be like, "Well, it was against the Dolphins."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So which one is it? You tell me. Which one is it?
I think it was against the Dolphins.
Oh,
I think
so
it was
he's
against the
not.
I'm not
going to
like. Those wide receivers was flying. I mean,
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown.
Hey,
man.
tell me that ain't a great name.
That's a great name. That's a great name. I like.
But what's his
Hollywood
real
Brown.
first? I know that's not his real first name, but that's a great nickname.
Is it
Marquise.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, I believe so.
Yeah, from Oklahoma. Yeah.
Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, that boy is fast, man.
Sidebar, real quick. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't know if y'all seen this though. It's a dude, I think in high school, named Dakotas. I forgot his last name, but he spelled it D-E apostrophe C-O-L-D-E-S-T.
I seen some
The coldest, because his mama said she knew he was gonna be the coldest in the family.
I didn't think that was real.
That's tomfoolery, man. I think it's real.
That boy better be the #1 rated high school player in the nation, man, because it's gonna be hard for him to get a job if he don't make it.
Yeah, my name the coldest. I mean, you can if they don't catch it real quick, you can roll with it.
Yeah.
But if they really if he give a background of his name,
even shorten like the code. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
true
even shorten
facts.
it,
Or like, hey man, what's up, coldest? Can you do that? Like, that's tomfoolery, man. Would you ever name your kids anything because you think they're gonna be great?
Absolutely not. I mean, like, it's good to have that confidence in your kid, man. But sometimes, man, you just got to keep it simple. It's okay to be unique. I mean,
Right.
you know my wife's name. So like it's okay to be unique.
Yeah.
But
I even heard
like
I
that.
heard your wife's name before. Like I've heard that around. Like the coldest, never,
no,
never.
no.
And then she tried to make it where it's a normal name with the apostrophe, the DE, split it up.
The best thing he can do about that is be like, yeah, man, just call me DC.
Yeah.
That's the best thing he
Yeah.
can do about that. Like can you imagine in school taking attendance? The coldest.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But that's what I'm saying. If they slow it down, he's gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
If they just read it plain and simple, ain't nobody gonna pay no attention. But if they be like, the coldest, are you here? The coldest. Are you here? The coldest. Like that's gonna be a problem. Right. So I guess my question to the people now is, if you had to name your child a unique name because you thought they was gonna be great, what would you name them? I want to hear some names to the people that's online.
The best thing you can do is like you can look at like
if you had to name your child a unique name because you thought they was gonna be great, can you put one on the spot? What would it be? Can you come up with something real quick off the top of your head? And my producers, I'm putting out to y'all too. If y'all got if you just like, man, this kid gonna be special. I gotta call him something to remind him how special he is. Like, give me some names. I wanna have some fun with this, y'all.
Take it old school. Go with McFly.
McFly? I like that.
McFly.
That's dope.
Yeah. You know
McFly, like you can a lot. No.
My daughter said no.
Daughter says
you
no.
don't like
McFly? McFly, like you
I'm gonna
can.
call you McFly from now on.
McFly, that like
No.
flip flop. Flip flop.
I don't like flip flop. Cause that
Flip flop
you know,
can be good or bad.
I don't like flip flop because LeBron the flip flopper.
Oh, there's the LeBron shot of the day.
Yeah.
We always take one.
He's a flopper and a flip flopper.
Yeah. So okay, McFly though. That let's talk about that. McFly can roll because it means he's very fast.
Yeah.
So I like that.
And it's cool.
Yeah. Easy Money Jones says Prince. I mean that's it was a lot of princes out there though.
Yeah.
I want something more unique. I want something like the coldest. I like that. give me some more of those. Give me some more of those. See where we can go with this. So I'm waiting on my producers to put in there because I want to see how deep my producing can get over there. I want to see how
Speedy McFly Jones.
Speedy McFly Jones. Hey, if y'all ever seen Key and Peele, you know the names that they was having on there. You know? Yeah. If you can relate it to sports, what would it be? And we're gonna keep moving on with the show, but still put in the comments some different names that you come up with. If you come up with the top of your head, I want to see what everybody come. McFly is the #1 choice right now. I like that. I haven't came up with nothing yet. If something comes to me, I'm gonna bring it. More games I want to get to. Giants Cowboys. Cowboys won 35-17. Dak Prescott put up 405 yards, 4 touchdowns. He turned down a contract early in the offseason for like $30 million. He said he wants $40 million. Do you think he's going to continue this, and will he get his money?
He's not going to continue this.
Okay. Nobody's going to continue week 1
because
production.
Overreaction money.
Yeah, that's what we do.
The thing with overreaction money, if your team lose, they're going to get the first pick in the draft. But if your team win, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dallas, Ezekiel Elliott is still the straw that stirs that drink for the offense.
405 yards, 4 touchdowns. What Dak might have something to say about that now.
Yeah, but
will he get that $40 million?
Absolutely not.
No. If he keep producing these numbers, he gonna get that money.
I mean, yeah. If he averaged 400 yards a game and 4 touchdowns, he's on pace to throw for 6,000 yards. And
so you think it was the Giants he was playing against? Is why he was able to.
The Giants defense was bad. Their best defensive back is Antoine Bethea, and he's 36 years old.
Yeah, why? Is it? He was still playing.
Right. And then
he's still hanging around the league.
You got my main man Julius Peppers, a Michigan man.
He on the Giants.
He's in the secondary.
He's still playing.
Remember?
Oh no, you talking about Jabril Peppers?
I'm sorry, Jabril Peppers.
I thought you were saying Julius. I'm like, what?
I'm sorry, Jabril Peppers.
Right.
He's the safety. I mean, but that secondary was flat out terrible, man.
Right.
And their best guy was Antoine Bethea.
Yeah.
6 years
old.
old.
He old as dirt.
Dak Prescott, he took advantage of the secondary. They really didn't need Zeke. He only ran for 53 yards.
Right.
You know, but let them play a team let them play Philly. Do it against Philly. Do it.
Who they play this week? You can check it out.
They play the Redskins.
Oh, okay. That's
so he might have some decent numbers. Matter of fact, Ezekiel Elliott is going to have that game.
Okay.
But let me tell you why. You mean to tell me for somebody that won one playoff game, hasn't done much, doesn't do anything when Ezekiel Elliott is not there.
Right.
You mean to tell me that he deserves to get paid more than Russell Wilson?
It's not about what they deserve. It's about the next man up and what's the going rate for quarterbacks now.
No,
If you was in this position, you might do the same thing.
no.
He might get it. He just might get it.
No, and let me tell you another reason why. Because this is what irritates me with quarterbacks today. Because you know this, producer. This is why the Patriots continue to win, because Tom Brady doesn't need all that money. He takes less money so that they can get better players surrounding him. Look what happened to Baltimore Ravens after they won the Super Bowl. Joe Flacco took over $100 million, and they couldn't repay Torrey Smith. They couldn't. They lost Anquan Bolden. They lost their defense. They lost the defensive end, and the team hasn't done anything since.
Let me ask you a question, and I want to bring and I want to bring it back to the race thing for 1 second, and this is the reason why. As a black quarterback, one of the few that it's becoming more and more in the league now. But as a black quarterback, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He got endorsements, all type of stuff. As a black quarterback, do you think I need to get my money as a black man? I might not come around this opportunity again.
He's gonna get his money either way because he got that star on his helmet and he's the quarterback.
But he's not going to take no pay cut like Tom Brady though.
No,
like
if
I don't know black quarterbacks.
I'm not saying that he's just gonna be like, oh, just give me $13 million. No,
right.
He's gonna get at least nothing less than $25 million.
Right.
Nothing less than 25. And I say $25 million because he only won one playoff game.
Right.
Matt Ryan went to the Super Bowl. He should have won it. You know,
but look at Matt Stafford haven't won anything. He got paid. So he's looking at it like, and Carson Wentz hasn't won anything because he's been injured, of course. But availability is part of the negotiation.
Yeah.
You know, and Dak Prescott has been available, and his winning percentage is really good.
Matt Stafford got his money based on what he was doing with Calvin Johnson.
Okay.
They didn't want to, but they were blindsided with the Calvin Johnson retirement.
Right.
You know, so
true.
But Matt I think Matthew Stafford, I'm not saying that he's going to deserve his money this year, but I think he's been playing better since Calvin Johnson retired.
But Dak is going to say, look at my winning percentage. I won a playoff game. Carson Wentz he's a top 5 quarterback paid wise. He's going to say, I deserve that type money.
Let me ask you this. Is Dak Prescott a top 10 quarterback in the league?
Top 10? If he is, I'll put him probably at number 10. I don't have a list right in front of me, but
he might have moved up just because Andrew Luck retired.
True.
But but you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of quarterbacks I would take ahead of Dak Prescott.
I mean, we can come up with a list if you want to. If we can right now, let's go. We give what? Aaron Rodgers.
Most definitely.
Tom Brady.
Most definitely.
Drew Brees.
Most definitely.
I'll take Phillip Rivers.
Most definitely.
Big Ben.
Big Ben. Yes.
Okay, we take Big Ben. Russell Wilson.
Yes.
I don't know. After that, it gets murky.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about him. Yeah,
That's
Patrick
7.
Mahomes. Yeah.
Will you take
That's
Matthew
7.
Stafford?
No, I'm not a believer in Matthew Stafford. He's a fraud. He ain't won nothing. He
hasn't. In his defense, he hasn't had the team around. This is the first time he got a running back.
He still ain't got no running back in my opinion.
He don't have a defense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This man still managed to pass for over
I'm taking Dak Prescott.
Over 4,000 yards. I'm taking Matthew Stafford over Dak
Oh
Prescott.
no. That's okay.
I would take Stafford over Prescott.
Okay, I know you're not taking Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott. Don't say he ain't one. Okay, all right. All right.
I'm not taking Cousins over Prescott.
Okay. Carson Wentz.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm on the fence about Carson Wentz. Like I've seen him, he's done some great things, but I don't know if I'm a total believer yet. I don't know. I know 1 year he's about to win MVP before he got injured.
Right.
He had a chance to win MVP.
He plays great when he's healthy, man. I mean, like,
that's true.
Who knows what would have happened if he wouldn't have got hurt when they won that Super Bowl?
That's true.
Who knows what would have happened? But I'm still taking him over Dak.
Okay, so that's 8. That's 8. That's 8.
He won a head-to-head.
That's 8. I didn't count Matthew Stafford because
I'm taking Matthew Stafford.
Okay, so I give you 9. Okay, you can't name another one.
Jared Goff.
Heck no. Jared Goff is a bum. We exposed the Bears exposed him last year. If we would have if Parkey don't miss that field goal, we go to LA and we beat on the Rams.
That's your fault.
Jared Goff, no, he is a fraud.
That's your fault.
He is a fraud.
Parkey should
So you taking Jared Goff over Dak Prescott?
Yep. How far is Dak Prescott gone?
Come on, man.
Jared Goff, man.
You probably take Kyler Murray right now over Dak Prescott.
What about Matt Ryan?
Okay, I argue Matt Ryan. I argue Matt Ryan.
So I just named 11 quarterbacks.
Okay, but wait, time out. I take Matt Ryan over Matthew Stafford. You got to get Matthew Stafford out of here, man.
Okay, even if you throw Matthew Stafford out, that's still
okay, Matt Ryan.
That's still 10 quarterbacks.
Okay.
That will put him at 11.
Somebody will argue on that point with you. Somebody will argue.
That man does not deserve top 10 money.
All right, last game I want to talk about.
See, and I forgot about
Cam Newton. Okay, let's talk about Cam.
That's 12.
Okay. Hold on. We got two things we got to get to. We got to get to that Thursday night game, and then but first I want to talk about Lions Cardinals. Kyler Murray. He started off looking like a rookie. Second half, he balled out like he got that it factor. What's your initial thoughts about Kyler Murray?
It's a tale of two halves, man. I was
when the bright lights, when it got tough though, he was balling.
Yeah, he grinding in that second half, man. But like my initial thoughts when he got drafted by Arizona, I was like, this dude was put in a bad spot. He's put in a bad spot with his rookie head coach that's going to try to do this college offense. His best wide receiver is Larry Fitzgerald, who looked like he's not 36, but he looked like he's about 32.
Still running around there catching touchdowns.
Making plays. But I think Kyler Murray, he just said, you know what, I'm not gonna play with any fear, and I'm just do what I gotta do because, and that is huge with a young quarterback because when you got young quarterbacks in there, they initially thinking like, man, I got a short leash.
Right.
If I throw one interception, I might get pulled. He went in there in the second half was like, you know what, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions, I'm airing it out this whole second half, and I'm doing what I gotta do.
That's how you know he's gonna be great. He's gonna be one of the great ones.
Let's not use great yet.
I believe.
Let's just say good.
I believe.
Let's just say good.
No, I'm going to overreact. I'm going to go all on a limb. He's going to be a great one.
It was a great comeback.
Listen.
All right? It was a great, but that doesn't mean he's great.
He's going to throw some interceptions this year, but I'm saying he's going to get he's going to get out the kinks this year, and next year he got the potential to have a Pat Mahomes season. I'm saying it right here, right now.
Even with the coach that they have,
he's going to make magic. I said it here first. All right, I want to get to the Thursday night game tonight. You brought up Cam Newton, Panthers and Buccaneers tonight. First of all, are you interested in this game? Because it's an okay game, but
I might watch it till I fall asleep.
Yeah,
because
can Cam Newton get back to his MVP type season? Can he get back there, or was that it?
No, that's it. He took too many hits.
Wow.
And that shoulder, this Cam 2.0 throw in motion, it looks the same.
Wow.
And his velocity is bad. That's why he's just dinking and diving into Christian McCaffrey.
And I got Christian McCaffrey on my fantasy team. Keep dinking and dunking because that's going to help out my fantasy team.
Christian McCaffrey is going to need.
Is he the great white hope?
Right now, yeah.
Because I think it's not a lot of white running backs, and if he perform, they're gonna go crazy over him.
Because remember, Toby Gerhart.
Do you Mike Allstott?
Well, Mike Allstott was good.
He was a beast.
Yeah,
he was a beast.
I think the one that people got mad.
I remember.
Was,
yeah,
Peyton Hillis.
Oh yeah, he was gonna be good. Man, he was. He was on the cover of Madden. Oh, that's blasphemy, man. Yeah. But was he part of the Madden Jinx?
Of course. He disappeared right after that.
That Madden Jinx is real, y'all. Look at the history of people on the cover, man. Who on the cover this year?
Mahomes.
Uh-oh.
But remember, who was on it last year? Antonio Brown.
Wow.
Antonio Brown.
And there it is. We just unloaded. We just unloaded an unsolved mystery.
But his boys still had two jinx breakers though before that, Gronk and Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's been a couple of people that avoided the Madden jinx.
Yeah.
But Antonio Brown was on the cover last year. Now look where he at right now.
He's at right now.
We just unsolved the whole mystery, and y'all don't even know. We just put y'all on game. It all goes back to Madden.
Yeah, but
Madden cover.
I just lost my train of thought. What was we talking about before that? Cam Newton.
Yeah.
This game though. I'm not looking forward because you got Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Whose leash is about as short as an eyelash right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, he's got the most interceptions in the league since he's been drafted.
What's going on with Jameis? What's wrong with him?
Work ethic.
But they said he was a student of the game. He was the first one in, last one out when he was coming into the draft. So that's what everything was said about him.
So was E.J. Manuel when he was drafted by the Bills.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you can say.
So is they lying? Are they lying or
they did a lot? They did a lot. The only reason The only reason Jameis is still on the Bucks is because he was the first pick overall, and this is his 5th year.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to ball out this year.
Contract year.
He's
Yeah.
got to ball out this first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
Remember, Ryan Fitzpatrick took his job last year
Fitzmagic.
and threw for over 400 yards against the Saints.
Fitzmagic.
You know, then Fitzpatrick was falling off.
You
They
gotta
put
call him
Jameis back
Fitzmagic,
in.
man.
Fitzmagic. No. I'm not calling him Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic.
We had him in Buffalo.
Yeah.
They gave him that contract.
Yeah.
And
He always get paid though.
Yeah.
He give you like a glimmer of hope, get his money, then he turn bump status just like
when
that.
the Jets gave him $20 million
Oh,
for
yeah.
1 year.
He was like, I remember he was holding out and everything.
Right.
He's like, give me my money. He got his money.
And where is he at now?
Miami. I think he
that was his
entered.
spot.
Yeah.
He took,
Yeah.
like-
Fitzmagic. Struck again. Fitzmagic.
No, but Jameis Winston, man, he's got to ball out this first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
If he throws 2 interceptions tonight,
Mm-hmm.
they're sitting him down.
Bruce Arians supposed to be the quarterback whisperer. Is he gonna get Jameis right?
No.
Oh.
Because Jameis is who he is. This is his 5th year. He's a veteran. He
But
is who
but
he
Bruce
is.
Arians, this is his first year with him.
Bruce Arians is not going to get fired his first year.
True.
Bruce Arians is like, nah, just go ahead and sit down.
So they're gonna be looking for a new
They're
quarterback.
going to be looking for a new quarterback. And, you know, there's this saying, you know, when it comes to interceptions, every interception has its story, but nobody want to hear it. Nobody want to hear it. They just see you throwing the interception.
There's a Clinton Chapman statement for y'all who don't know this brother. Go back in the archives to some of our first shows about probably 4 years ago before we started it back up again. He had dropped some stuff on you like that and had you thinking too. So
Every interception, remember, every interception is not the quarterback's fault. Therefore, every interception has its
I know.
story.
I remember a lot of times when Jay Cutler was throwing all of them interceptions, they was like, all the wide receivers stopped short. I ain't trying to hear that. That's Jay. It's Jay throwing them court. Let's talk.
No.
Go ahead. What you got to say? What you got to say?
That was too hard on Jay, man.
Man, Jay, man, bro. You can't play the way he played, then have his attitude that he had in press
I'm
conferences.
going to break it down for you with Jay Cutler, and I'm sorry, I know we don't have much time.
Okay.
I'm going to break it down for you with Jay Cutler, and I'll make it short and sweet.
Okay.
When Jay Cutler, when he sat out that NFC Championship game against the Packers, he could never recover from that because
I went to that game. It was rough.
Because you know that was a long time ago. So that was back when Facebook.
Yeah.
He was getting blasted on Facebook. He
Yeah.
could never recover from that.
Yeah.
And another thing too, Jay Cutler had a different offensive coordinator every year.
That's true.
You know,
That's
so
true.
you really can't put too much on him like
Yeah.
that. It was just the NFC Championship game where every little thing that he did, sit him
But
down,
I think if he would have came with a better attitude about the situation, it would have went on better. But when you come in a conference, act like you don't care or, like that's going to play bad. Like you say, I agree with you. All that plays a part in everything. But you got to come humble and, hey, get a cliche statements and keep it moving. But you come in like, it is what it is. I don't like, bro. No,
And
this
then-
Chicago. This ain't no little town.
They wanted him to be this rah-rah guy, and
Right.
that just wasn't him.
Right.
Every quarterback is not that rah-rah guy.
Let's
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he can handle the Chicago media as well.
now speaking about the Bears, they got a week 2 matchup against their old defensive coordinator Vic Fangio.
Oh yeah.
Denver lost their first game. Chicago lost their first game. So each team want to get off the schneid, get their first W. What do you think Vic Fangio is gonna have in store for Mitch? And he knows him.
He's gonna bring the house on him.
Wow.
He's gonna bring the house because Mitch Trubisky, he folds under the blitz.
Who you got in this game?
I'm taking the Broncos.
I'm taking the Bears. I think what I've seen out of Denver that first game, it's gonna take a year or two before Vic able to put his real imprint on before they become dominant defense.
Right.
They're not gonna be dominant this first year because of the back end.
But that front seven though is nasty, and when you got Chubb and Von Miller coming at them, I mean, going back to what I said before, Trubisky does not have live reps with his receivers,
Right.
You know, and that is huge. And I've been saying this since last year when he got those new receivers, Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel. It doesn't matter what you do in practice. He even said it in the press conference. You're like, I don't think not playing in the preseason affected the way I played. When he played against the Packers, it did.
Right.
It did. I mean, that was your preseason game, and now against the Broncos, this is your second preseason game.
Right.
You have to have chemistry and live game reps with your starting receivers. And I'm gonna tell you the biggest fact that, like when I called and told you, they're gonna miss Jordan Howard.
I think this new running back we got is going to be okay. Montgomery, I think he's going to be good. He runs hard. He can catch out of the backfield. I think it's going to be good. I got the Bears, and the reason why I got the Bears because I think the defense is going to put the smackdown on Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco is suspect, and I think our defense is going to put it to him. So I'm not saying they're going to win because of Mitch, but I think they're going to make enough plays.
It's going to be a low-scoring game.
It's going to be probably be an ugly game, too.
Look out for Denver's receiver, Courtland Sutton.
Oh, yeah, I like him. I like him.
That guy.
He's big, too, man. He about, 6'3", 6'4"?
He's about 6'2",
6'2"?
like 225 or something like
he
that.
He looked big on TV. Like, my goodness.
He's like T.O.
Yeah.
That guy, he goes up and get the ball, man. That guy.
But I think the Bears is going to let a smackdown on Flacco. He's a statue back there, and I think we're going to get to him and make – like, we got to Aaron Rodgers a lot. Yeah. And he and Rodgers can move a little bit. Flacco can't move.
Remember, they didn't play in the preseason either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was terrible, man. That was the kickoff game.
Right. So, week 2 is coming up. Got it. What other big games we got that's we need to look out for?
I think Seahawks and Steelers is going to be a big game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh got to redeem themselves.
Yeah, I think the Steelers is going to redeem themselves, and of course, I mean with the Seahawks, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, and I like DK Metcalf, man.
I didn't get a chance to see him. How he look?
That boy look good.
I know he a big dude though.
They say that he can't run any routes, man. He was killing the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the big games coming up week 2.
I think a sneaky good game is gonna be Jaguars and Texans.
Oh yeah, that got a potential to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Deshaun. Yeah, it might be a defensive, but I think Deshaun Watson, man. Hey, bro, they gotta protect him, bro. He getting hit a lot.
Yeah.
But I think Jacksonville's backup quarterback was able to come in and put up some numbers last week.
Yeah, they sleeping on him, man, and I think he's gonna. I'm not saying he's going to throw for 400 yards again, but I think he's going to have a decent game to make this a good competitive game.
Okay.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
I mean, can't count him out. And Jaguars got some good receivers.
Okay. So we got week 2 coming up. We are about to get ready to get up out of here. Leading up to the game. Who you got tonight's game? Buccaneers, Panthers.
I'm going to take Panthers.
I'm going to take the Panthers as well.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey's going to have another good game.
I hope so for my fantasy purposes. We about to get up out of here, but y'all know how we do. I want y'all to come to church with me real quick. If y'all miss church, I'm just here to give y'all a word of encouragement. Hopefully y'all get something from it. And I actually, my come to church segment, it didn't come from a Sunday service. It came from a Monday. I was taking some classes, some foundation classes, and a lot of stuff was being taught that I thought was really good. And it talked about salvation, and it talked about a relationship with God. And the thing that I took away from it is we always talk about how when people say the prayer of salvation, how souls got saved and this and that. But in actuality, what happens is you get reborn and the spirit gets reborn, but the soul needs to be renewed. And so that's why a lot of times when people go up and they say the prayer of salvation, they go back to the same lifestyle because now you have to renew your mind. So in actuality, your spirit got reborn, but your soul still needs some work. And so the scripture that I was rolling with, James 1:21, therefore get rid of all moral filth and the evil that is so prevalent, and accept the word planted in you, which can save you. So the word, the Bible, is what is going to save your soul. When you start changing your mindset, renew it under mind. I think Romans 12 talks about renewing of the mind. So that's when you start seeing the changes in your life, is when after you get reborn with the spirit, you start changing your mindset about how to handle things. And so a saved soul looks like a renewed mind, a submitted will, and a controlled emotion. So in case you're wondering what the soul is made of, it's the mind, your will, and your emotion. But a saved soul is when you renew your mind, control your emotion, and submit your will to God, and that's when you start seeing changes. So hopefully that word done something for you. I want to thank my guy Clint Chapman for coming in, man. You're gonna see it. Hopefully we can. You're gonna see a lot more of this brother, man, and we're gonna make some stuff happen, man. Look, I need y'all to tell your friends to subscribe to our YouTube. If y'all want to see interviews, challenges, we got some challenges coming up real soon. We got a lot of challenges on D3T TV.com. If you subscribe for a small fee of $3.99 a month, we got different videos, different things we go on, people in dresses, wing challenges, batting cages, 2K challenge. We did a lot of things, so we're going to keep coming with you with content. These are things only people that subscribe to our channel can see. So if you subscribe, you get all this information. It tells how we got started. We got interviews, and we got more stuff coming up. So if y'all want to support us, subscribe to that page, and you're able to see all that good information. Merchandise. Y'all see this shirt? If you want to support the Allen Pals and purchase merchandise, you can get in contact with me, and you can purchase your own shirt. We got hats, tank tops, baseball jerseys. I got some brewing. I just got my first basketball jersey, but I ain't gonna bust it out to basketball season. I'm saving that. I'm gonna keep it on.
Just got the Halloween shirt on right now.
Yeah. Got the Halloween shirt going on right now. So, and you can get any color you want, whatever color you want, you can get that. So if you want to support us, rock your own Allen Powell Show shirt, you can do that. Get in contact with us. So, with all that being said, thank this brother Clint for coming in.
Yes, sir.
I'm Al. I will see y'all Tuesday on Rejoice 102.3, 7 p.m. And I will see y'all back here same time Thursday, 6 o'clock, previewing the Thursday night game and much more shenanigans and more topics. So I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all Tuesday and Thursday. Peace out. Thank you for watching the Allen Powell Show live on D3T TV. Hope you enjoy the sports talk and all the extra shenanigans. Now, if you want more of that, subscribe to the channel below and you will meet the host, get all types of extra content and extra shenanigans. You don't want to miss it.
Where we lock and load, Allen Pals. It's the Allen Pals.